yep. What it do, y'all? What it do? Yeah. I don't know if the music's too loud. Someone need to put down. Music might be a little too loud. Just let me know. Got the mic up. Boom. Yeah. If you can hear the game, let me know. I see it went out once I did that. So make sure y'all can hear it out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on this end. Get the chat up. There we go. Check out the squad, you know what I'm saying? Check out the squad. We're gonna do some gameplay for The Last of Us. It'll probably be sometime tomorrow, maybe. So yeah, we're gonna play some Last of Us on the channel soon, you know. But this is the squad. Johnny Manziel still a QB. Ali Gordon, Zachariah Branch. Honestly, I don't think I pulled any of the record breakers except for Jason Witten. Yeah, just Jason Witten. So I got Jason Witten, Jamal Charles. O-line solid for now. We're still making upgrades to the O-line slowly but surely. On defense though, we got Tayshaun Gibson Sr., Chris Harris Jr., Sauce Gardner, Ian Ray Lewis. We also have Stutzman, Khan. We were able to pick up William Perry. I had to get this William Perry, so now I'm finna really see what my defense can do. So yeah, let me make sure Ray, because Ray has abilities on him. I'll wrap up. Technically, Stutzman can't have middle name says. I'm gonna take knockout away from you. Yeah, I'm gonna take knockout away from you. You don't want to keep wrap up on him though. This is tough. Dang, I really want to keep wrap up. What if I just take over all over the way? Let's see how that works for us. Specialist. Right number one. I think I want to go right number one here. Stutzman 2. And return Stutzman and Waller out and making switches out. So on the defensive side, that means Waller will start. Malachi will be a backup. Tayshaun Cannon. Reset this. I think this works out for us. I'm gonna keep Khan right here. It's a lot. Let's take a chance just to make sure we're getting all the right people in. toss back with his ball hawk. Yeah, I think I got a solid. I think I'm solid here. I think I'm really solid here. It's 4-5 hours should be running. And with the defense I have, I'll go back to the 3-4. And if I'm gonna do that, I need to. Let's do something different. Can we give it to AP? Maybe we try to blow up on it. Let's try to blow up. Let's see what blow up does. Let's see if blow up is something that we should have been doing. Just stay the same. Go back around and just make sure blow up stays on there. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. We gotta get our pack for today. Go ahead and get that done. Ain't working. Alright, so yeah, let's get to it. Let's get into this gameplay, man. Let's get into it. Hey. Hey. Jamie Smith. Good score.
And the Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down.
They say we're gonna play our game.
Offense getting set for first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs
There
filling.
we go, touchdown.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears in the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for room, it's 40. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Penix. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Now on 1st down after that completion. He's looking to throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And it'll be caught on the...
Out of bounds. Challenge just from out of bounds.
Second down. But the officials saying he was just out of bounds on the right side.
Out of bounds. Come on, bro.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David. Open runway ahead.
Come on, bro.
And he ran away from
Come on,
the
bro.
defense
We're supposed
to
to
take
do
it
that.
in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second run with the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
I got through there. It was easy. That was easy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yes, sir.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Penix. Looking to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Going up top on first down. Fires to the right. And he intercepts it.
I'm watching that
return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the run, it's Gordon. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. And the returner will be knocked down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The clock has stopped, and we reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Lofts one high and deep. Snap in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, if you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
To the air, it's Penix. Keeps the play going. And he'll just get rid of that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Strong, firm tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight window.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive.
Looking deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Connection to the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back.
Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half.
We're definitely getting smacked right now.
Coming out with it, it's Claiborne. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that too,
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oregon! You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team.
Hold on 1 second. We're back. Yeah, that was man. I don't know if I like this defense. I'm try it again. Oh, she's great. Pete Nasty has joined the lobby.
Clemson will kick off to get us underway.
I lose this guy by myself. He's still gonna have some right players.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Pearson, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he has taken it all the way back.
Yeah, told you he gonna quit this game. This team was too bad. Let's get some competition out here, man. Because college football shouldn't even ask me to do that to that boy. Now let's get us a dub.
LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fair catch, called for and made. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense
just plowing ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown, Florida! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a first down play. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. Sweet feet on the move. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. LSU quick to the line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Farmer. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. First down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Finds a man on the right. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. He's going to pass. Going to take a shot. Pulls it in inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! That kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Tigers will hustle to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, LSU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. You'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is.
Reels it in on the outside. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get in.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Trying to get to him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Oh, what a spin! Tripped up for the tackle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a gap. It's Gordon.
Touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't
Got us a
panic.
nice
They
little
got
comeback on the
down,
way.
but they answered the bell right
Nice
before
little
the half,
comeback
and they
on the
got
way.
this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he makes the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just 9 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if they try to get another one. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Trying to find his man on first down. Pressure coming. Steps away. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Getting some heat. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll fire to his right. It's complete. A huge pickup. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put them up here in the second half. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Discards a man. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, yeah, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll throw on third down. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
He'll start this drive firing. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I think if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably not throwing at this linebacker anymore. That's now already his second pick in this game. He's been doing an outstanding job in coverage. I think if you're the QB, you got to start avoiding him.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And he has got it rolling. He may be running toward that Bayou Bengal record book. Tyron Davis-Price, Leonard Fournette, and that single-game rushing record territory.
Yeah, and that means you're having a heck of a day. That means...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Looking downfield, it's flagged away. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line and one of the biggest games of the year.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Coming after him. Gets away. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Tigers want to move quickly. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Just asking me. Deuces. You tried. You tried.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A 1st down for the offense. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards. You don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Give to the running back. Just steamrolling his way through. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down?
Oh my
spin,
gosh.
still
That boy Ali different.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll lace it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. In the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
But for today, we're in them LSU jerseys.
He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Penix. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. LSU right back to the line. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Penix. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
It's caught. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Slides away, feeling some heat. They're trying to get to it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he breaks into the open. Great move there. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself, but I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Franklin. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, Nick and Burton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to run for it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The give to the right. Just ran over it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Fires to the big fella. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. On the move, it's Gordon. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. LSU quick to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Runs through the tackle. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here to keep this drive alive.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Try to get it on the ground. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Tough sledding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist